Good morning. Parents, if you want, we did save the front rows for you. If anyone wants a better spot for taking pictures, you can move up. No, not you. All right, we're going to give it 2 more minutes and then we're going to get started, but I just wanted to let you know if you wanted to sit in the front, you could. All right. Hello and welcome to our end of year 7th grade awards assembly. It is great to see students and families here together today to celebrate the success of our students. We started the year with the goal of fostering a positive school community that encourages students to love learning, work hard to reach their goals, and gain a sense of pride in their accomplishments. Throughout the year, you have set goals and tracked your progress in reaching those goals. There were times you found success, and other times you had to reflect on how to make changes to find success in the next 5 weeks. I hope that you learned that it's okay if at first you do not succeed. What is important is trying again and having a positive attitude. Though not all of you will be recognized with an award today, I want you to know that I am proud of all of you for your accomplishments and growth this year. Throughout the year, we also focused on the importance of kindness, respect, acceptance, gratitude, empathy, perseverance, and diversity. To me, these characteristics are at the heart of Homer Blue Pride. They should be at the heart of what we do each and every day and who we are as people. It seems only fitting that we will be ending the year tomorrow with our Community Service Day. Please demonstrate your Homer Blue Pride today at this assembly, out at the barbecue, and in all that you do. With that, we will begin with our first award, the Principal's Award for Citizenship, Leadership, and Scholarship. The awards will be presented by the 7A team and Mrs. Shirtliff.
Candy bar. Charlie Chaplin once said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." Since day one, this young scholar has never not had a day filled with laughter. But like Mr. Chaplin, strives to have a well-rounded balance between having his offbeat brand of fun and dutiful hard work. He has not wasted a single day as a fellow Firkin on the 7A fields, be they the pastures of Capture the Flag or the Ticonderoga-laden fields of the classroom. Always optimistic, he brings up others and helps them keep their heads up. His laughter is not directed at others, nor ever at their expense, and he has the capacity to elevate the learning environment through both his humor and mental sweat. A fine balance indeed. He once wrote that he has just started shaping who he wants to be. If this is just the shape of what is yet to come, I look forward to seeing the finished product.
a student who reflects your energy back to you, a student who's unfailingly positive and has the ability to inspire positivity in others, a student who showcases a genuine joy for learning, a student who is universally kind. Such a student makes school better for those lucky enough to be his classmates, and such a student makes school better for those lucky enough to be his teachers. I've seen my fair share of knuckleheads, said the second exit sign in the blue hallway. But this gentleman always made me want to glow a little brighter.
This student smiles with his eyes. A mask covering his nose and mouth does not ever hide it. This brought so much joy to me all year because I saw that smile as a way to display kindness and laughter, and more importantly, a way to display pride in all that he does. I appreciate the standard that he holds himself to. This student has a goal of progress over perfection, a goal that is preparing him not only for 8th grade, but for all that he encounters in his future.
This student is a ray of light in a stormy year. He has a positive attitude, and in his worst mood is still better than me in my best mood. As good a teacher as he is a student, held in high regard by peers and teachers alike, he elevates whatever classroom he is in by providing an example of setting a high bar for achievement. It is our honor to present to you this year's Principals Award winner, Cameron Durham.
Congratulations, Cameron. So as was just stated, the Principals Award is given annually to a student on each team that has demonstrated leadership in the classroom in both academics and social maturity. 7B was unanimous in choosing this student. He has solid opinions. He can back it with true facts. He's well-spoken. He's funny. He's competitive. He's inquisitive. And he is a seeker of truth. The students in his class benefit from his maturity and helpfulness. He often clarifies something that may be unclear or offers help if he sees his classmates struggling. He does not give anyone any quarter in grudge ball. He includes everyone with a smile and his good nature. He is a great student and a wonderful human being. Congratulations to 7B's 2022 Principals Award winner, Patrick Maslin. Our next award this morning is the Amy Beekman Guidance Award, and it will be presented by Ms. Bell.
Good morning. The Guidance Award goes to an individual that exemplifies high academic achievement. Their name is also engraved on this plaque that is displayed in the lobby. This recipient's commitment and strong work ethic are apparent in the classroom as well as in his athletic activities. This award goes to Ty Calabro.
Our next award is the Sca Award, and it will be presented by Mr. Reynolds and Mrs. Feldman.
Good morning, 7th grade, families in attendance. Whether you're called up individually or not, we'd like to applaud all of your effort and achievement this year. Congratulations. The Sca Award is presented to a junior high student who has demonstrated a determination and work ethic to improve their academics and social growth throughout the year. At times, a student's character and strength allow them to overcome life experiences and challenges when others may crumble. Regardless of the obstacle before them, they beat the odds and exceed expectations. On multiple levels, this young person's growth has been easily recognized by our entire 7A team, along with anyone who truly knows him. Character is the foundation of honesty and integrity. An individual of truth is fearless, since they have nothing to hide. They walk proudly through life. A positive attitude, on the other hand, helps to form character. The sacrifices one takes to make this world, his family's world, the entire world, a better place forms one's character. It also allows others to trust you and form strong relationships with you. It also enables you to concentrate and prioritize in your daily life. Being honest, truthful, and kind is what character is all about. Character comes from the inside out and endures a lifetime. This young man understands that life is full of difficulties and chances for those who are willing to work hard, to seize them, and succeed. From video games to actually learning last names, from always wanting to play to embracing ELA. I would like to proudly announce this school year's recipient of the 7A Sca Award to Mr. Carter Lee.
Thank you all. Peace.
Okay, I had the privilege of watching this young lady progress gradually throughout the year. She began the year wanting to be invisible, quietly coming and going, hoping to go unnoticed, although I could tell there were many thoughts running through her head. However, I witnessed a slow and steady change as the year went on. There was a confidence in her that I hadn't seen before, and she became invested in her work and actively participated in class discussions and group work. I'm so proud of what this young lady has accomplished. And with over the past few weeks, I've really gotten to know her, especially during our 9th period conversations. And she really thought she wasn't getting an award today. So can Olivia Parks please come up?
Our next award is the Paul F. Kozap Memorial Award. It will be given by Mr. George and Mrs. Bessler. Sorry, Mr. George, I can't find it.
I'm here to present the Paul F. Koza Memorial Award. This award is given to the student that demonstrates concern and empathy for their fellow students. This student has the capacity to understand how others are feeling and will take action to assist when help is needed. Kindness is a quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. We seldom mention it as a key trait towards success. It is a trait that seems to be steadily falling out of favor from modern society. Nowadays, it's often considered a weakness. And that's a view mired in collective societal ignorance. To be kind is not to be weak. To be kind is to be in a position of power. It requires courage and strength, especially in this day and age. Being kind is a skill that will serve you well throughout your life. This student has an awareness of and takes action when they see a person in need. Maybe it's a classmate struggling with an emotional issue, or someone doesn't understand an assignment, or a teacher drops some papers on the floor, or someone just needs to talk. She recognizes someone in need and takes the time to help them out. To be kind is also to celebrate somebody else's success, to be happy for somebody else. I've never heard the student gloat about her grades, but have overheard her praising and congratulating those around her on their successes. The thing about kindness is that anybody can be kind. It's sad that there was such a short list of students that the team was willing to consider for this award. We could all learn a thing from this year's winner, because we all have the capacity to be more kind. One doesn't have to be smart or strong or rich or popular to achieve that. In the words of Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. This student makes all of us on 7A feel good about ourselves. They show caring for how others feel, and that's truly exceptional. This year's winner of the Paul F. Koza Memorial Award is Beth Relier.
The Kozap Memorial Award is given to a student who demonstrates care, concern, and empathy for their fellow students. This student has the capacity to understand how others are feeling and will take action to assist when help is needed. It would be difficult to find a student more fitting of this description than Kennedy Taylor. Kennedy, as your homeroom teacher, I have had the opportunity to talk with you and get to know you very closely this year. I have listened to you as you experience life as a middle school student, the ups and downs of academics, friendships, crushes, and everything in between. What I consistently hear is the voice of one of the most kind and caring people I have had the privilege of teaching. You are aware of and considerate of other people's perspectives. You care about others and are always there to help, not only your friends, but also to people outside of your social circle. This is a characteristic that is rare in middle school students. You care about all people, and the world is a better place for having you a part of it. Congratulations, Kennedy. I love you. Okay, get out of here.
Our next award is the John F. Durkee HTA Memorial Award. It will be presented by Mr. Agard and Mrs. Bessler.
The Durkee Award goes to a student who practices qualities of good character. This year's winner for Team 7A certainly does so. She exemplifies our school's mission statement, which describes precisely what we seek to develop in our students: thoughtful, resilient, open-minded, independent, community-minded citizens. She's thoughtful, as in she's full of thought. And she's thoughtful, as in she unselfishly directs that thought to others. She's resilient. She's tough in both mind and body. She's open-minded. She embraces others for who they are, and she's open to new ideas. She's independent, never a follower. She's a powerfully positive leader, willing to help and stand up for others. She's more than just community-minded. She's a community builder, capable of elevating any community lucky enough to include her, whether that be within a classroom or on a sports team. Whether as a peer or as a teacher, our school's experience has been improved because she's been a part of it. I feel sincerely grateful that she was part of my homeroom, skills block, social studies class, and study hall. She works hard, she plays hard, and a smile and laugh are never far away. I admire her. Truly 7A's governess. I couldn't think of a better person to manage a group of frisky firkins, high ponies and queen, soccer jerseys and jeans, helping Blakey with math and sharing with Coach a laugh. These are a few of her favorite things. Thanks for being the joy that you are, Reese Maria Klein.
The John F. Durkee Award recognizes students who exhibit qualities of good character.
El premio John F. Durkee reconoce a los estudiantes que exhiben cualidades de buen carácter.
Having good character means that you have such admirable traits as honesty, responsibility, and courage.
Tener buen carácter significa que tienes rasgos tan admirables como la honestidad, la responsabilidad y el coraje.
Maida, if you have anything, it's courage.
Maida, si tienes algo, es coraje.
You are a fierce young woman who is not afraid to speak your mind.
Eres una joven feroz que no tiene miedo de decir lo que piensas.
But most importantly, when you speak, it is to stand up for what is right.
Pero lo más importante cuando hablas es para defender lo que es correcto.
You stand up for all people to be treated with respect.
Defiende que todas las personas sean tratadas con respeto.
You have a strong understanding of right and wrong, and you hold both yourself and others to high standards.
Tienes una sólida comprensión del bien y del mal, y te mantienes a ti mismo y a los demás en el más alto nivel.
It has been an honor teaching you this year. Maida Velázquez Bamaca.
Ha sido un honor enseñarte este año, Maida Velázquez Bamaca.
Do you want to give your translation too so that the parents can read it?
Our next award is the Sca Award. It will be presented by Mrs. Law and Mr. Herwood.
The Sca Award is given by the Attorney General in order to recognize students in New York State for their achievements, including academic success, community service, or peer leadership. Throughout this year, the recipient of this award has demonstrated achievements in each of those categories. It is easy to see that this student is a diligent worker and a wonderful student. He puts forth his best effort in all that he does: academics, friendships, and sports. He maintained high averages all year, even when he missed school for a few days to attend a state hockey tournament, which his team won. After that tournament, the student returned to school and had to be asked how his team did. He did not brag. Instead, he showed how humble he is, and when asked, he always gave credit to the team effort. On a daily basis, this student demonstrates his ability to lead life by following his morals and values. Even when it is challenging, he finds the courage to defend what he knows is right. That is something that not all middle school students are capable of, and I hope that is something that he is proud of. I can always count on the student to offer a helping hand, a kind word, and a wonderful conversation. He is dependable, honest, respectful, and trustworthy. His daily demonstration of character, courage, and commitment showed just how worthy he is of this award. Congratulations, Max Topman.
The Sca Award, as Mrs. Law said before, is given by the New York State Attorney General to recognize courage, character, and commitment of New York State's outstanding students. Despite only seeing the recipient of this award in my post and junior high work period, even I recognize how much he unequivocally embodies these characteristics. Each day, he brings a kind attitude and enthusiasm for learning, building positive relationships with peers and faculty alike. He's one of those students whose kindness and thoughtfulness positively influences those around him, making him a positive role model for his classmates. Team 7B is pleased to present this year's Sca Award to Lyle Hopkins.
All right, now we will begin our subject area awards. The first award is our Homer Junior High ELA Award, and it will be presented by Mr. Broder and Mrs. Feldman.
I find it fitting that this year's 7A winner read the part of the giver, given that she gave so much to class this year, not by being the loudest or rightest, but by just being herself amid the noise and haste of 7th grade. When asked to identify individuals she saw as her honorary ancestors, people who might not be related to you by blood or by birth, but who are more than worth saying their names because you can stand on their shoulders all the same, she mentioned 3: her parents, her friends, and Serena Williams. Given that, I thought I'd pair what I've seen from her since day one with a few quotes from Miss Williams. 1, don't let anyone work harder than you do. She doesn't need to be the one with the correct answer at the ready all the time. She speaks her truth clearly and leads through quiet example. She sets high standards and holds herself to them. She doesn't make excuses or blames others, as so many are wont to do by default when things don't go according to plan. She just does and does well, be it an argumentative essay, haiku, or sea shanty. Luck has nothing to do with it. 2, if you smile, things will work out. Check. Her default expression is a ready smile, even on the rare, bleary-eyed days after binge watching The Conjuring late into night with her friends. 3, we are strongest when we cheer each other on. There's a saying in Spanish, tell me who you walk with, and I'll tell you who you are. Her choice of friends speaks volumes of the type of person she is, a kind, caring person who strives to, in her words, Make people's days better by just talking to them, because sometimes you just need to talk to someone and be able to relate to them. Lastly, make sure you're very courageous, be strong, be extremely kind, and above all, be humble. This year's winner is all of the above, and I am proud to give the 7A ELA Award to Mackenzie Skidinski.
At the beginning of every year, I tell my students that my class is about communication. Not only written communication, but verbal communication. I explain the importance of class discussion and how we all have different perspectives, and how the ability to voice our opinions and views is crucial to a successful English class. This year, when I explained all of this, I watched a smile spread across this young lady's face. The smile went ear to ear, clearly showing how excited she was to get started. And once she got started, nothing could stand in her way. She took risks and spoke her mind no matter what we were discussing. She stood her ground whether others in class supported her or she debated solo. Now, there were also times, though few and far between, when a peer would somewhat convince her to see the argument from another perspective, and she would acknowledge the complexities of an issue. But the best part was that her participation encouraged others around her to participate. There have been some crazy ideas thrown around in class, and I often questioned some of them and where she was, but she sparked conversation, and she allowed others to join. And she listened. She always listened. They created a sense of safety. No matter what you said, she and the class would listen and would undoubtedly share their ideas and viewpoints. She always put a smile on my face and would constantly remind me why I became a teacher. To see that passion, the enthusiasm, the motivation that a student can gain when allowed to express themselves. I often saw the aha moment, the epiphany that she achieved through this class discussion. Addison, you must know at this point it's you, and I'm sure period 6 knows it's you.
We now have our Homer Junior High Math Award presented by Mrs. Law and Mr. Herwood.
The Homer Junior High Math Award is presented to a student who demonstrates hard work, enthusiasm, and motivation to learn math. The recipient of this award is a student who regularly demonstrates his careful attention to detail. Our team has great appreciation for students who do not just complete a task in a way that is good enough, but instead complete a task that is better than good enough. This student does just that. On test days, I look forward to watching him as he carefully completes his exam, then goes through all his work to make sure he's satisfied. And when he is, he always gives a little nod at his paper, closes the task, and brings it to my desk. The only thing that would make that image better would be a wooden bow tie. Jack Brown, thank you for allowing me. Jack, thank you for allowing me to witness your careful and diligent work ethic. It is clear that this is ingrained in you as a way to take pride in your work, not as a way to draw attention to yourself as you walk on stage. It's been a pleasure teaching you this year, and I hope you have a very well-deserved break.
All right, I'm saying the recipient of the award's name in the middle of the speech too, so just be ready. Good math students come in many forms. The recipient of this award has many qualities of a successful mathematician, but what has always made her stand out to me is her diligence and earnestness. A report card comment I use a lot is conscientious and hardworking. This applies to a lot of students, and a lot of students on 7B. But I don't think any student has fit this description better than Maisie Stiles. Her work isn't always perfect, but always shows a deep understanding of the task at hand, and whenever she encounters an obstacle or pitfall, she works hard to correct it. Maisie, may your enthusiasm for learning and determination to apply patterns to problems no curriculum can teach bring you great success in math class and beyond. And I'll see you at summer camp.
Next, we will have the Marianne Adams Science Award, presented by Mr. George and Mrs. Bessler.
As I'm looking at these speeches, I really wish I'd used a bigger font. It's my pleasure to present the Marianne Adams Science Award. This award recognizes a student who, in the judgment of their teachers, exhibit exemplary standards of enthusiasm, curiosity, and aptitude for science. Dear recipient, there was no content that I could throw at you this year which you did not quickly grasp. Throughout the course of the year, you have made astute observations, asked great questions, and consistently performed at a high level. Now, when I announce the name of this winner, some of you are going to think, well, of course they won, they're smart. But I'd like to point out that their achievements are not effortless. They aren't smart because of what they know, they are smart because of what they do. And what they do is put a lot of time and effort into learning. They stay organized, they come to school every day, they pay attention in class, they complete their homework, they ask questions if they don't understand something, they study. That's a lot of doing. The word learn is a verb. It implies action. Learning is not a passive endeavor. And it's an action that requires the collaboration of at least 3 participants: the student, the parents, and the teacher. Each has their role to play in a successful education. But if any one of them fails at their responsibilities, then the whole thing can fall apart. All that any one of us can do is to make sure that our responsibilities are taken care of and hope the other 2 participants are holding up their end of the collaboration. In the case of this student, it's safe to say that seldom does a student uphold their responsibility so thoroughly. Today, what you're witnessing is not a birthright, it is a payoff. The recognition for all that hard work of upholding their part of this year-long collaboration that we call science class. You won't always get recognized for your hard work, but when you do, it always feels good that your efforts have been validated. And so I happily introduce to you the 7A Marianne Adams Science Award winner, Evie Schneider.
Marianne Adams Science Award goes to a student who shows extraordinary enthusiasm, curiosity, and aptitude for science. The best word to describe this year's winner is passionate. Over the course of the year, it has not been unusual to see Ethan pacing in the back of the classroom as he processes the topic being discussed, as if he can hardly contain himself. He is practically bubbling with curiosity, and he has been the driver of our conversations. Through our discussions, I have come to the conclusion that he is the student most likely to resort to cannibalism and most likely to become a communist revolutionary. In all seriousness, he excels at logical thinking, finding important connections between concepts, and analyzing evidence to make conclusions. These are the foundations of science. I have greatly enjoyed working with you this year, Ethan Maslin.
Our next award is the Life, Liberty, and Pursuit of History Award, and will be presented by Mr. Agard and Mrs. Shirtliff.
Big parts of our culture are increasingly absorbed with appearance and increasingly disconnected from reality. History offers a refuge from that. Historians strive to look beyond the surface of something and get down to its roots. Historians seek understanding and are uncomfortable with nonsense. It's why dictators throughout history have been uncomfortable with historians. When looking back over this year to select our Life, Liberty, and Pursuit of History Award, I recalled a particular Columbian Exchange-themed catering menu that was both creative and meticulous. I recalled Donner Party mortality analysis that showcased impressive insight. I had my winner, a patient, deep thinker who pays fantastic attention, seeks understanding, and writes with a smooth clarity that's a joy to read. Not only is this student a deserving recipient academically, this young lady makes me feel better about modern life. They're all about reality. They have no time or patience for nonsense. She reminds us that while those who speak often and loudly may dominate headlines and airwaves, those who speak seldom and softly deserve to be heard and often offer that which most needs to be listened to. It's with pleasure and sincere respect that I recognize a student who knows that actions speak louder than words, and that if you're going to slay, you ought to be wearing a winter jacket. To a self-motivated and kind-hearted scholar, thanks for being you, Emily Chrysler.
As Mr. Agard said, this year's Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of History Award winner is given to the student that best embodies the principles of social studies class. This year's 7B award winner is a woman of few words. She spent the first half of the year quietly observing and always handing in work that was of exceptional quality. She was mature beyond her years, but she never said a word. But then as the year progressed, she realized how important civic action was. This quiet young woman evolved into a powerhouse of activity. She was actively involved in student council. She helped propose an outdoor classroom at the junior high. She began to participate in many activities offered throughout the academic and sports arenas. Her voice was finally heard in class, and we are all the better for her spot-on critiques, her knowledge, and her unmatched work ethic. Congratulations, Sunny Park. Continue to use your voice and speak your ideas. The world needs them.
Our next award is the Homer Junior High Music Award, and it will be presented by Mr. Jacobs.
There are a lot of characteristics that go into being a great musician, but two of them are definitely perseverance and patience. This student, in a classroom with frankly a lot of distractions, always stays focused and on task, going above and beyond expectations for each assignment. I had to provide them with extended learning opportunities during the piano unit because she excelled so quickly with the tasks put before her. Especially during that unit, everyone in the class knew to ask them for help if I was working with someone else, because not only is she responsible and hardworking, but kind and respectful as well. Your classmates and I appreciated your hard work this year, and it is my hope that you will continue your musical journey in whatever way you see fit. Please accept this award, Amelia Riley.
Our Homer Junior High PE Awards will be given by Mr. Cook and Mrs. Swanson.
Good morning, everyone. I am presenting the PE Award to one boy and one girl in 7th grade. These students are not only athletic, but display so many important qualities that are encouraged in physical education on a daily basis. These students are kind to others, always willing to help out their classmates and teachers. They are positive role models with their words and actions. They are competitive while being respectful and encouraging to their classmates. They always come to class prepared and ready to give 100%, whether it's learning something new, listening to instructions, practicing a new skill, or putting it together in gameplay. They are always active participants who understand the importance of following rules. They come to class with a smile on their faces, making everyone around them feel safe and happy. This year's 7th grade winners are Ty Calabro and Alita Stearns. Congratulations.
Our last award of this morning is our Homer Junior High Art Award, and it will be given by Miss Abadi.
The Junior High Art Award is honored for exhibiting and practicing a zest for life and a pursuit of excellence in art. The 7th grade Art Award is given to a student who is committed and dedicated through their talents, love for art, and their work ethic. Their existence depends on daily creativity, challenging themselves, and through their accomplishments. A day doesn't go by without this student sharing with me 1, 2, or sometimes 10 new incredible drawings. This student sets goals for himself and continues to grow and be successful. It is with great pleasure to introduce to you a student who, without a doubt, will work for Pixar someday, and he will be entertained, and we will all be entertained by his amazing, talented creations. Camden Dittman, please come get the award.
Now let's have another round of applause for all of our award winners this morning. Congratulations to all of you. If your families are here and you won an award and you want to come up with them, you can. We have a photo backdrop we're going to use for our barbecue, but if families want to get pictures of their children that won awards before they leave, you can stop in the lobby and do that. We will be dismissing you back to your post rooms before you go out to the barbecue, but I have a couple of announcements for the barbecue. So when you're out to the barbecue, the food, we're going to have hot dogs and chips and snow cones, and you'll get a water bottle. Please save your water bottle because you get one water bottle, but you can refill it, okay? Please clean up after yourselves. There's garbage cans. Don't leave it on the grass. Have fun. Behave. And I look forward to seeing you out